What's good, gang? It's your boy Real Waves. I Stormo, Ro, whatever you want to call me, man. It's Stormo. We back in the building. You haven't seen me in like 2 weeks because I upload bi-weekly. For those who don't know me, these are my journal entries. It's where I come and process and get everything that I've went through, experienced, learned, etc. out my chest that happened from the 2 weeks prior. So last time y'all seen me, I was talking about the interview and the photo shoots that I had coming up. So I'm just gonna break down what happened and my experience on that. The photo shoot slash interview that I had, it was on the 22nd. Today, what day is it? It's Thursday, March 5th. So it was on the 22nd of February. And I feel like it was a while ago. It wasn't really that long ago, but it felt like it. And that went pretty great. Me and my boy Nolani. He be watching the videos, so shout out Nolani. That's my videographer and my collective Eternal Age. I'll talk more about what Eternal Age is after I finish explaining this. He basically interviewed me about my journey so far as an artist. Asked me a lot of questions. It was my first interview, and I was really excited to do it. And it was really cool to sit down and reflect and go over my story to this point so far. And it just had me reflecting about a lot of like good memories and good times I experienced about like going to California, living there, meeting new people, going to these events, and just recapping everything. It was just really cool to like hear. And sometimes I kind of put that I kind of not forgot about it, but I don't think about it as much as I used to before. And it just made me really appreciate the opportunities that I've been given and looking at my story and kind of like the eyes of somebody else watching it, if that makes sense. You ever watched Euphoria and Rue is watching kind of like the play that Cassie's sister, I don't know Cassie's sister name, Cassie's sister made, and she was watching her story be presented to her in the form of a play, because Rue, she was a character in the play, and I liked how she explained it. Kind of felt familiar, kind of like seeing your story and your experience through a different lens. And this lens was just in the form of like the questioning of the interview, and it's just questions I kind of what's crazy is I do be in the shower low key, just going over some questions that I hear from interviews and kind of like giving my answer. So I do be hearing it, but this time it was more like obviously like structure to it. And it was just cool to experience that. And my boy Nolani, he's a good friend of mine. I just felt like we was having a conversation, and I really do appreciate that experience. The only thing is with that, I forgot. You see this mic that I use to record my videos, my audio. There's a piece that I forgot to bring that connects the receiver to the camera, to his camera. And yeah, I fucking forgot. We thought we saved it because he ended up having a piece that connects to it. Fuck. That was a bad voice crack, but my voice be cracking. But he had a piece that we thought would work. It was a Type C cord. Ended up not working. So when I was reviewing he was reviewing the audio, he found out that the shit didn't work. And I seen it, and the echo. I meant the audio is bouncing off the goddamn fucking studio walls and shit from the camera, but it's whatever, bro. We still gonna release it, put that out there. That'll be my first interview, and that's pretty cool. Like I said, then we had a photo shoot. No, after that we did a music video. So I'm making my album World of Pink over again, and some songs from the previous version are pretty good, and I still want to release them and drop them. So we just ended up shooting one of the music videos to one of those songs, and they'll come out around the time. Well, that music video will come out around the time that the album will drop, just to keep up that upwards momentum. And yeah, I got a lot of content that day. That's gonna be cool to release. We shot that music video mad fast. I mean, we were just in the studio. It's not like we had hella ideas, so we just kind of put together some stuff, and it'd be cool. He's working on the video now. He's gonna do some like 3D stuff in it. I can't wait to see it. That should be pretty cool. And then we did a photo shoot. First photo shoot with my partner Kim. She was in there. This is her first photo shoot. This is my second photo shoot. This is my first photo shoot doing a project that is mine. The last photo shoot I did was for like a friend to model some clothes. So this is pretty cool to have this experience with her and Nolani, who's recording the behind the scenes footage of the photo shoot. The photographer, he's a professional photographer. His name's Bishop. He had came in, and He is really cool to work with, and he helped direct the photo shoot. He taught us like some poses, and we learned a lot about the world of photography and like certain angles and how my face looks, how my face looks in certain angles versus other angles. I need some damn water, bro. My boy keep cracking and shit. Hopefully this don't fuck up. It might fuck up the camera. I'll just fix it. Come on. Let's see if I can. Okay. A little bit more. All right, cool. That shit was smooth. You see that? That's tough. If y'all want to go caught the motherfucking camera, that shit called the OBS bar or some shit like that. The mini or tiny series or whatever, it was like $160, maybe $170. It's a 4K web camera. Go caught that, and it be moving and shit too. Sometimes it can get annoying. I don't really know how to turn it off from doing that, but yeah, it's a cool investment. But let's see. What was I talking about? Losing my train of thought. Oh yeah. Just learned how my face looks in certain angles versus other angles, and he taught us some things. Yeah, taught us some things about photography, and that was a pretty cool experience to experience with my partner. It was also snowing. A blizzard began, and we live in New York City, and it just been snowing and cold and so annoying coming outside and hella layers and shit. And I just appreciate everybody. Nolani, Kim, my partner Kim. Yeah, probably sounded crazy. Uh, Bishop, and yeah, and me obviously, but we just all came out and pulled that project off together. And I really do appreciate everybody who popped out in the snowing, freezing, fucking cold blizzard. I appreciate all y'all, and it's something that we've been wanting to do since about November, and it's just really cool to see how it came to life. The original date we were supposed to shoot was in January. It was 1/11, and then coincidentally we ended up shooting on 2/22. I feel like that's pretty synced together, connectedness, and what else? What else? We end up not shooting it in January because Kim, her clothes did not come in time. Unfortunate, but it paid off. It paid off pretty good, and it was still a cool, enjoyable experience, and it came together. And yeah, that's how the photo shoot went. It's crazy that it's now behind us now. Bishop is editing the photos, and we just can't wait to see it. It was over like close maybe to like 2,000 photos, maybe a little bit more. But me and Kim, we just spent like the whole night just going through all the fucking photos, bro. And we found 10 that worked out, and then we're gonna end up buying the raws. So he's gonna edit 10, and then the raw photos, we'll end up editing them ourselves and use them however we want. But those 10 photos, we're gonna use them for promotion for my album Word of Pink. I wanted to have the presentation of the project. If this is like the first thing you see, I wanted to be really high quality, real attention to detail, real intention based, and I'm glad we just pulled it together. It was pretty fire, and I feel like it would be really cool to see them. I don't know when he's gonna finish, but we'll have them soon to look at, and I might give you a little sneak peek and be like, hey, here I go. Word of Pink, though, we're gonna start the rollout. I wanted to drop in July, so hopefully we start the rollout at the beginning of the summer. That'd be a pretty cool way to kick off the summer. Texting my videographer to, I think I was just asleep one night, and I was just kind of like just about to wake up, and then I just had like this strong urge to get this. Just like an echo in my head when I was asleep. It was like the universe was like talking through, or giving me messages and shit. It's like, bro, you need to drop this in July. Text Night, that's my editor for the VFX of the project that we're working on, and it was just like a strong urge, like text him, telling him we need it. Well, I need it by July. I talk in wheeze a lot. That is pretty funny that I did that. I feel like I don't know why I talk in wheeze, but anyway, I texted him. He said, yeah, he's gonna start working on the project again. So hopefully everything comes out about July. I feel like the universe is giving me a sign, and it was like that's really the perfect time to drop it. So yeah, we got damn near everything we need. I'm remaking the whole album again. I think I spoke on that one, and I just finished making the second beats, and it's taking a little longer than I thought to get all the beats done. I'm only on the second one out of like 6, so I got like 4 more to make, which is kind of crazy. It's like, damn, a lot of process is getting done, but not in the time that I thought it would take. I thought I would have at least 4 beats done, but it's cool because I'm just really just giving it my all and really working hard and putting that eternalness, I would like to call it, into the beat. Eternalness. Nolani also asked me this question, what eternal age means to me, and it just means putting attention to detail, putting care, putting intention and emotion behind anything you're crafting and creating, and that enables it to live on forever and lives on past your lifespan. It's something that can be played or looked at 100 years from now and still can relate, or it can be played 100 years prior and it can still relate. And it's that humanity, because we are humans, bro. Regardless if you die now and somebody like finds out your things for like the first time, say it's like all the way in the future, they can still connect to it on a human level because we all have emotions and we all experienced a lot of the same emotions, some to a higher degree and some to a lower degree, but we all have that quality of humanness inside of us. And that's just what eternal age is really about. And that's really what I'm putting inside of this work, so this body of work, so I can live on outside of a week. Albums, they come and go, bro. So I just, I don't know why they come and go. I think because we just consuming things at a really fast pace. So I made the project on the visual side of things a way that can span across just 1 week. And I put a lot of time, attention, money, thoughts, effort into making this project. It's gonna be really fire. Y'all gonna hear me be talking about the word of pink until, I don't know, to the next shit. But it's really on my mind like every fucking day. So of course I'm gonna be talking about it damn near every week. So yeah, and it's cool. So I can see different like layers behind it. So I'm at the process where the photo shoot's done, um, and I'm working on like the music again. And yeah, it's just taking a little longer, like I was saying, to make the music, but it's a good thing. Like I said, the project probably won't drop until July, so I'm trying to have all the songs done around really end of May, June, and we still, was March, April, May. We still got like 2 months. I'll definitely finish making the beats and recording all the songs. I want to have my bro Winter work on the production, help me work on the production for the album, because he brings a new taste, a nuance with his skills. He really like into that rage type of performative type of music. And I feel like his drums on some of the atmosphere and the vibes I'm creating will go really well. We have some stuff on the deluxe. I'm dropping a deluxe for the album. Yes. He's gonna be on the deluxe, but I really want him on the OG album, like the original album. But he's taking care of his health right now. Shout out Winter, put in the comments just some nice messages and comments about Winter. Yeah, I don't even know him, but he's a really cool guy, and I feel like he just needs support right now. And I can just like screenshot it and be like, "Here you go, bro." Like people out here be like, just wishing you the best, for real. But he's just taking care of his health. He's gonna be out for a little bit. I can't really slow down the project for him in a sense, but I'll definitely leave room for him to at least contribute in some type of way for the project. Shout out Winter. He's in Eternal Age, my collective that I have. Let's see. Photo shoot, World of Pink interview. Oh yeah, I got another interview coming up. It's supposed to be the day after that photo shoot, but it was snowing and a blizzard outside, and we did, as a whole, as in New York City, we did take care of that snow from the streets in the area, so it's not as snowy, but it was still wasn't like the right time to travel, so we just ended up postponing it until around March 16th. So I have another interview. It's going to be in the form of like a conversation, and it feels kind of less structured the way he explained it, as in compared to like the me and Nolani interview that we did. Nolani already had the questions, and I basically just asked him to send. Well, he just sent over the questions. I reviewed them, kind of had like time to prep and get my answers right. Um, and then we kind of like went off sometimes, and that's cool. I feel like that's a way to that I feel comfortable doing interviews, because I haven't really done a lot of interviews so far. But with this guy, he just wants to do the interview like free flowing. He doesn't have any questions written down. He's just gonna just go off my answers, I guess, and we're just gonna put together what we make, like a conversation, and hopefully that'd be cool. I'm gonna share that with y'all as soon as that's done too. We got a lot of stuff going on, bro. 2026, but we're really doing this shit. And let's see, that's what's happening. Yeah, that's basically my 2 weeks. Still posting every day, shit like that. Still applying to jobs, and everything's going pretty good. I've been in high spirits, and I just wanted to. I was recording this video. Sometimes it usually takes me like 2 tries, and I get it like the second time. Like the video ends up coming out way better than the first version of the video that I make. And I wanted to share what I put in that first video, and I was like, I felt kind of like nothing was going on, even though a lot of stuff is happening. But I feel like I was maybe looking for a dark or negative type of thing that happened in the week to flip it into something positive. And I feel like you don't always need that for life to move on. Like you can really look to the brighter and look forward to the bright side of things. And I know a lot of people feel this when like life just be going really good and you just like you had that feeling like you know something bad gonna happen because you're on the roll and a lot of good things are building up. Like you know something might come and drag you down. And if that does, you can always look at things in a positive way so you don't get dragged down by it and fall in frequency. And that wasn't my main point. My main point was it doesn't always have to be some negative stuff around the corner. And you can just focus on the positive and look forward to life and just live life in the moment. And don't have to be thinking about a future outcome that it probably will happen, but like you may think it's happening fucking tomorrow, and then you're just every day you thinking something's gonna bad to happen tomorrow, and then it's gonna happen, and then you're gonna be like, I knew it, but like whole time you was like already looking forward for that to happen, and you kind of enabled it and made it happen, and it made it seem faster if you were just looking right now in the future in the present moment and living the present moment. So yeah, just lock in, living that present moment, bro. Like we here, we alive. If y'all not having the best time, try to spin that and transmute it into something that's beneficial to you and not making you suffer. And yeah, bro, I think that's pretty much gonna wrap up the video. I think I said everything I need to say. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.